Well, we met at an electronic music concert. We were both on the bill. I played earlier, and then I heard him play, and I would say what he was doing was developing and moving forward, as opposed to a lot of the electronic things, which are sort of stagnant in a certain way. He was using loop processors that evolve rather than just stay in one place, which is what I do also. I don't just make a loop and stick on it. I'm constantly evolving, fading loops out,
Hmm.
bringing new material in. So the music evolves and has a story going on, as Bob likes to say. It goes from one place to the next. It's or after he played and we were hanging out, Bob came over and said, we're doing similar sorts of things. Why don't we get together and play? So that's what we did. Said, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it was really exciting to hear another musician who felt like was living in the same world I was living in. It was like, okay, there's someone that is seeing the world through the same lens and approaching music through the same lens. And we were of different approaches. I was using synthesizer, Glenn's using a clarinet, yet we were using loopers in a very similar way, creating these evolving textures and landscapes and then playing over top of that. And
Yeah.
it just seemed like it was a ripe ground for just, digging in and seeing what we could do together and how that would sound. And so, yeah, we just started on a path of doing lots of jams together.
How soon after that initial meeting and admiration of what each other were doing, how long did it take you guys to actually get together and get in a room and start playing together?
It wasn't long, just a few weeks.
Yeah. It wasn't long.
Yeah, we played together. I think it was April of 2024. And I think easily by May or June, we were in my home studio here and we just set up, started rolling, recording after getting levels and we just started playing and we ended up playing for like 2 hours the first time, recorded everything. I went back and kind of pulled some parts out and shared it with Glenn. Said, "Hey, this is sounding pretty good." We made another scheduled get together. We got together 4 times altogether. We had about 8 hours of material after all of that, all improvised. But at the end, what was really cool was to find these moments that just felt like compositions. And I was like, wow, this is really cool the way that this evolved. If we start here and we end here, as Glenn pointed out, I always said, there's a story arc right there. There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end, beautiful melodies, beautiful changes. And yeah, so we concurred and ended up with about 9 tracks at the end of it. Yeah.